See how much quieter it is. Now, if we don't speak the full speech, this video is about public speaking training and using your breath to build more confidence when you speak. Hi, I'm Jimmy Cannon, public speaking coach, and I help people who aren't necessarily comfortable in their voice find the confidence to deliver their message with authenticity. Okay, so let's crack on. Let's get into the exercise. This is really, really simple. And what I want you to do, I want you to think about the distance between your breath and your hand. So I want you to put your hand in front of your mouth about a foot away. Hopefully you can see this here in my B-roll camera. And I want you to blow into your hand about a foot away like this. And you'll feel the moment that the breath touches the hand. This is all about breathing into the space. Now, the second thing I want you to do is breathe, but just breathe halfway. So don't breathe fully into the hand. Okay, this is the second part of the exercise. Here we go. Now, you might find that easy to do. You might find it hard to do. It depends on the power and the control you have over your abdominal muscles. And I'll put a video actually up here about controlling your abdominal muscles and using them to control the breath and the out breath here. Bing! All right, so one more time. We're going to just breathe halfway to the hand. Here we go. And let's try the first thing again. So we're going to breathe to the hand. Can you feel when it hits the hand? Now I want you to breathe straight through the hand. Okay, here we go. Straight through. So the concept of this exercise is that great performers and speakers, they don't over-breathe the room. They don't breathe half in the room. They breathe into the room. They breathe the space that they're in. So I want you to think about this, and this exercise is just to breathe into the room. So you're breathing the space. So this the hand represents the room, or if you like, the parameters of the room. And I want you to, or the acoustics of the room, I want you to breathe into that. So concentrate breathing into that. So when you're speaking, I want you to think about reaching the whole area of that space. So not just reaching here, but reaching there. Now, if you're breathing too much and you're speaking very much from the throat and you're shouting a little bit too much, then that's overbearing. That's breathing over the room. That's breathing too far outside the area of the room that you need to speak in. So think about where you are. So that's if you're on a virtual meeting like this, you don't need to speak much further than the microphone. And in fact, depending on the microphone that you have, you might not need to speak too loudly at all. Or depending if the microphone's quite far away in the laptop, you might need just to project your voice a little more. Part two, if you're doing face-to-face conferences, face-to-face meetings, if you've got a moment before you get into the meeting room or the conference room itself or on stage, if you've got 2 minutes, arrive early to the venue. And I'm going to stand up and do this. I don't know if you'll see me, but I'm going to stand up. So as you're walking in to the venue, I want you to breathe into the space. I want you to take a breath in and breathe into the acoustics of the room, into the environment that you're in. I want you to breathe into the corners of the room. So the corners at the top and the corners at the bottom. And I want you to breathe everywhere like this. Now, when you start the conference, you'll feel much more aware of where your breath's going and where your voice is going and how you're projecting that sound. So let's recap. Number one is to breathe into your hand about a foot away, just to get used to where that breath is. And then I want you to do it just half the way to the hand. It's quite hard, actually. And then I want you to speak like that. See how much quieter it is. Now, if we don't speak the full space of the room, then we're not engaging. It's a very different energy, isn't it? Very different. The third one is to feel the force. There's a song there. Feel the force all through the hand and overbearingly speak into the room like that. And that might be too much. It might be too grating on people. And you don't want to be overbearing and overspeak the environment that you're in and through other people as well. Now, part 2 is walking around the space on the stage if you've got time to breathe into the space. And you'll find psychologically that when you actually get to speak, you'll feel more confident, you'll be using your breath more effectively, and also you're going to use the space and fill the space with your sound, with your voice. So I hope that helped. Let me know in the comments below if that has made a difference to your confidence when you speak in public, and speak soon.